let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. I say ain't nothing but my grind on my mind. See, we started with nothing, then we climb, then we climb, then we gonna keep ducking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I say ain't nothing but my grind on my mind. See, we started with nothing, then we climb, then we gonna keep ducking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I said it's getting hotter out that flame I came. They try to stop me, straight up block me through that pain I've gained. A newer way, pursue my rays. Look, I don't cry no more. I just load up my mind and let my grind go show. Cause I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way, man. I'm locked in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Sorry, ain't no conforming. They'll know when I come for them. They don't know what I'm forming. They get low while I'm soaring. Ain't nothing about abnormal. Low, no, he abnormal. Bad for you, ask for who doubts I shout. I'm asked for you. No debate, I flow grade 8. Luckily, they with me now. Sit back, watch it procreate. I spit raps that'll glow through hate. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever forgive. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever forget. I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way, man. I'm locked in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play.
What up, everybody? How y'all doing? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Sip to Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans. Excuse me. And today we're going to be recapping day 7 of Ravens training camp. And we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, let's send a few shout outs. For the people that came through early. What up, Mingo? Appreciate you for coming through and checking out the live. I appreciate that a bunch. Kenny came through and said, yes, sir. I appreciate it. Donovan helping me out with my chat box check. That's what those numbers are for, making sure the chat box is going through. And I normally do that before I go live. So that's what that is. Chris coming through saying, hey, Coach, thank you for coming through, Chris. Appreciate you guys. Who else we got in here? What up, Big Reg? Reg was through for the countdown, and he kind of knew who the number 3 team was by me describing them, because Reg pretty much be in every one of them. Malik coming through with his regular Ravens tweet on all the time. Showcase. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. I be, like I say, every time somebody support the channel, I try to find ways to put it back into the channel and make just upgrade. I just try to upgrade and be the best stuff I can do for here. I just recycle. I just put it back in and recycle. Yamil came in. He says, evening Flock Nation, and Coach, what's good to you? I seen Yamil throughout the day in Nitro's chat and through the Ravens chat. I see him all throughout the day. So I'm glad you joining me on this. What's this, late afternoon? What's it, 7 o'clock? 6 o'clock Central. Who else we got? Antonio says, what's up, y'all? Osmond says, hey, Coach. Who else we got in here? Kenny Dunn, we got Chaos. What's good? TY says, what's good? You're not late today. You good. You're on time. Now, this somebody that is late. This somebody right here that is late. And this for you, B, because you late.
Better late than never, but never late is better.
B, you late. Normally you be the first one in here, but you late, B. You're late. Marlon Day, what's good? I appreciate y'all. D-Stall, Pimp, what's good, Pimp? What's good? Cam, what's good? I appreciate you for coming through. And Ravenville, what's up? I appreciate y'all. So without further ado, man, let's dive on into this thing and get it started so we won't be here forever and a day. Let's get all this good news going on. Bam. So we'll start with let me do one thing right quick. Make sure I can see. There it is. So we'll start with Morgan Asset, and she's showing Project Pat. Now, what I will say about Project Pat is, I love and I've said this multiple times before, I love the role that Pat Ricard has in this Todd Monken system. I felt like he was overused with Roman, but I love the role that he has in this Todd Monken system. I do. What up, Prince of Power? Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate it. He fits in and he does just enough to be effective in every little aspect. Like I said, I felt like he was overused with Roman, and wherever he went, that's where the ball went. But that's not the case these days. So I love what he does now, and he's working on. I think he's working on leverage and how to effectively kick guys out on power and stuff like that. Or if he's lined up at tight end, especially with Likely going out. Because if you think about it, he's our best blocking tight end, even though he's technically a fullback. Technically a fullback. Appreciate you, pimp. He said, keep hustling. Thank you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep hustling. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep putting out good content for everybody to enjoy. And I really can't wait till these games start. And I see what new tricks that Monken and company got up their sleeve. Oh, we got another late one. We got another late one in here. Got another late guy.
Better late than never, but never late is better.
Got another late guy. Let's keep rolling though. So, all right, this is from Morgan Asset. She says, Likely's injury, last year's ending, and his resume as a whole, this offensive scheme and contract year, I would expect nothing more than a huge season for the Ravens tight end Mark Andrews. All that kind of goes without saying. The thing is, I'm never worried about Mark weeks 1 through 18. Never. I'm never worried about Mark weeks 1 through 18. Mark is a top 7, 8, 10 tight end, 5 tight end weeks 1 through 18. I'm never worried about Mark through the regular season. Never. Mark's a dog at that time. So I'm never worried about him during that time. What up, Chris Earl? What up, Chef? I ain't too long left myself, Chef. What up, Tom Johnson? Appreciate your game too easy. Thank you. I'm never worried about Mark during the regular season. I just want him to produce during the postseason. That's all I want. That's all I want him to produce during the postseason. That's it. That's all I ask. Another video of Mark doing the same thing from Jameson. He says Ravens on pass for the third straight day, and what will be a scorching training camp practice. The heat index is 102 degrees. Ravens I don't see practicing from Jeff. Marcus Major, running back. Zay Flowers, tight end Isaiah Likely. And I think John addressed Zay Flowers, so we'll get to that in a little bit. Likely he was supposed to have surgery today, or he went to the doctor to see about having surgery. One of the two. Emory Jones, who we know, and then Jalen Armour-Davis and Bilal Kone. Jalen Armour-Davis, IR. JADIR. Did I get Chris? If I didn't say what's up, Chris, appreciate you for coming through. I thought I got you in chaos. I'm trying to make sure, cut my eyes over there to make sure that I get everybody. All right. So Morgan Asset says the tight ends and fullbacks working minus Likely. And this is the same drill that Ricard was kind of working by himself. And just working on fitting the dummy with the proper leverage depending on what kind of block they got going. So let's see if we even get anybody going. Let's see what you got, Mark. What y'all working on, Coach, so I can try to explain it. You gonna draw circles all day, or you gonna get them to do something? All right. So what this is, and I'm guessing right here, is if he's lined up like he's going for a pass, he's basically blocking down, helping out the tackle with somebody. So if they're in a bunch set, and he's gonna block down and help out the tackle, that's what I'm getting. Because if you look at it from the jump, he's not facing the dummy, he's facing down the field like he's maybe finna run a route, and then after the ball is snapped, he leans in and blocks. That's what I'm getting out of it. You see how 85 not facing the dummy, and then when the ball snapped, he gonna lean in and fit, hand fit. Now, I will say this: if y'all can see that, look how his thumbs are up, and look where his hands are. That's what I want from Falele. That's what I don't see Falele do. See how number 85's hands are fitted on that dummy? We don't see Falele do that. And that's what I want Falele do that, because you can hold from this position. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be finished before wired at 8, because I got to be locked in for wired. We'll definitely be finished before wired at 8. Lisa came in. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Appreciate you. What up, Hawk TV? Thank you, and Melvin, and Kenny, and Grant. Appreciate it. Well, you're back. Grant. Glad to have you back, Grant. Appreciate it. Big O. What's good, Big O? Appreciate you. It's almost football time, big dog. But this how I want Falele hands to fit. Just like that. And that's what Duke was telling him to do. Fit them hands right with them thumbs up. All right. This is from Gianna. It says Marlon Humphreys get hype versus Jair Alexander's get hype. Let me bag it up and see what they're talking about. Hold on. Let me bring the volume down because it get loud out there. All right. I see no get hype. I think I got hoodwinked. I see no get hype. I got hoodwinked by Gianna Hahn and bamboozled. The hype didn't land on me. Well, let me put some sound in, because I don't okay.
Oh man, you better wake up, man.
Them are just words. That's regular. That's regular degler. Yeah, I turned it on. That regular degler. That's anybody. That's regular. That's just get practice started. Okay, never mind. We from different. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how we started practice at the high school level. And I ain't even say nothing when Nitro said it this morning. He mentioned a song called Beam Ah. And that's how we started practice every day down here. And if you know anything about that song and the state of Florida, what goes on when that song comes on, we started practice every day to that song. So there was no need to get hype. The hype was gotten once that on and on started. So if you know anything about that song, and you know anything about Florida Jits, you know practice was turned from the jump. But DB's working practice. This is the video Cordell put up, and I wish at any point in my career coaching that I had this many assistants. If I ran a drill like this, it would be me holding the drill, picking the dummy up, spraying the water pad off, recording, going to pick the dummy up, going to hold the dummy, going to record, going to spraying it off, and sliding the dummy back. All that would be me. I would have to do everything out there because that's how much help we had. Well, I wouldn't have to hold the camera, because if I did it while my son was still in school, he'd hold the camera for me. But that's the lack of help we had at the high school level. But you got to learn to tackle, and you can't tackle for real. You got to tackle dummies until down at the preseason game. All right, so Harbaugh taking in the edge versus tight ends today. Ojabo and Andrews. They didn't Ojabo. Man, 56 was abusing 85. 85 been getting abused all week. Yeesh. 56 setting that edge, boy. Oh, here go Andrews. Yeah, we got to have record the block, because between Andrews and I know like laying out there right now, the inline blocking just ain't there. The inline blocking just ain't there between them two. But they great pass catchers, and they great with chips and getting down the flats, chips and running routes. Just straight up inline blocking. Yeah, it ain't there. 'Cause that's Ojabo. That's just call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade. All right, next up, we got, what's this say? From Jonas, don't see Zay Flowers at practice today. He was favoring something in his leg at the end of yesterday's practice, which he watched as a spectator. He walked slowly over to the Ravens' last drill. And this is just a distraction drill. The dummies are there for a distraction, for you to focus your eyes And the dummies are there to, as you run past the dummy, for your eyes to see something while you still focus on the ball as it's coming out the quarterback hands. That's all that is. They ain't really there to do anything. You just something to flash your eyes so you can still focus on the ball. That's all that is. And then if you get it past the second dummy, you got a toe tap, as you saw D-Hop do right here. You see D-Hop do it right here. He got it over the second dummy. Then you got to get the toe tap in. And then if you do it here, you got to, get it between. But what I used to do sometime with my guys is I'd use it like a curl route. So you run a curl, and if you got the ball there, fine. If you didn't get it immediately, you had to work to another window. So you can do it like that as well. But let's keep rolling. Trent, the caption says, Ravens inside linebacker work. Will Trent Simpson keep weak side? I think he has the edge, but again, him and Buchanan are jacked up. And I can't wait for the preseason game, man, to just see what Buchanan does. Because we normally don't play starters in preseason. So do we see Trent in preseason? Because he was technically a starter? What do y'all think? Y'all think we see Trent in any preseason because he's technically a starter? Or because he's battling for that spot where he have to compete for it? But I'm still excited to see Buchanan, the kid from Memphis, the kid from Iowa. I'm excited to see all three of them. I really am. What up, Will? What up? Sup, Coach? Heal up. Likely we're going to need to see our twin sets. Cola, are you up to show us something? I think we'll be in for more 3 or 4 wide receiver sets with Tez. I think so. Definitely. Think so. All right, let's keep rolling. DBs, I think they're working on getting off blocks, going to make the tackle. And they're using the donut to simulate making the tackle. Press, get off, go make the tackle. Press, get off, go make the tackle. Press that weak wide receiver, get off of him, go make the tackle. Let me tell you another set of guys that I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Bo Braid and Sanusi Kane go knock some. If y'all was here with me during the preseason, y'all remember how excited I got when both of them guys was in the game knocking people, off. I am so excited to see them two boys go back out there and bring it. Them two cats right there be laying wood. Pause. Let's go to the next one. This one is from, it says coverage time, inside linebackers, Rowe versus Henry. Oh, okay. Can you guard Derrick Henry? Roquan? Let's see. And see, when I bookmark these things, I don't look at them. Because I want to react. I now, okay, good rep. Even some people may say it's a bad rep. But as a linebacker, ain't much Rowe can do but take away one side. So what Rowe did was good. Okay, I'm taking away the inside, so you got to go outside. I just got to force you that. So that ain't a bad rep. Not a bad rep from Rowe. Yeah, Derrick caught the ball. Yeah. But as a linebacker, I just can't give you a two-way go. If I give you a two-way go, then I have failed. So if you look at it right here, Rowe has taken away the inside. He can't go inside without running through Roquan. And then he closed decent enough on the out to where if Derrick catches that, if that's a real game, he probably makes that tackle. So that's not a bad rep from Roquan. Now, had they got there and he was straight up, like in front of Derrick, and Derrick could go left or right, then that's not a good rep. Because if he get inside of Derrick, Derrick probably can score. So that's a good job of taking away the inside and giving him one-way go and then rallying and making the tackle after he catch the ball. It's a good rep, bro. All right, John Harbaugh warming up the cannon. What cannon? Harbaugh didn't play no quarterback, did he? Come on, dog. You making the coaches, you got to make the ball reach, bruh. Get him out of there. Give me Vaughn. Hey, call the bullpen. Call the bullpen. Give me a reliever ready. Because this starting pitcher can't make the ball reach. Call the bullpen. Get me a reliever. Because the starting pitcher can't make the ball reach. Give me Vaughn. Ricky Vaughn. Warm up. Give me Wild Thing. Give me Wild Thing. Hey, Shakir said, oh, hell no. Thank you, Lisa. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to teach you a little bit. Trying to teach you a little something. While having a few laughs. Oh, that's good observation, Big O. I wasn't paying attention to that while I'm too busy laughing. That is a good break by Buchanan. He's in Justice Hill's pocket. That's a really good observation. Teddy Buchanan is in Justice Hill's pocket. That's just as good as coverage on Justice Hill as Roquan had on Derrick Henry, and we know Justice Hill is faster than Derrick Henry. That's darn good coverage, Buchanan. Even though the throw's bad, that's really good coverage. Good point, Big O. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was too busy laughing. Too busy being a class clown. Really good point. See, that's why we here together. That's why we all here together. Let's keep rolling. It says from Jamison Hensley, Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers. We got that. I'm looking at the drills now because that wording we already got. Shuffle, downhill. Press out. Basically pressing the O-line. Oh, that's one of my favorite D-line drills. The second part. Just pressing right here. Press. Peek. Find the ball. Press, peek, find the ball. Love it. Love it. Weave drill for the DBs. Everybody get a ball and catch. Come on, Nate. Catch the ball, Nate. Catch the ball, Nate. .47 working on power. Same drill they worked earlier. The tight ends working it again. Maybe at the same time, just because this is Jameson's video. So maybe the same time they doing it, just a different time. Same drill, just restarted. All right. Start over. So now we got tackling drill we saw earlier. Saw that. All right. Little note from Jeff. He says lots of vets, limited to no reps today. So probably explains a lot of it. But the Ravens offense is a tough watch today. Penalties, drops, errant passes, ball hitting the ground. But this is why I titled the video what it is. Tyler Loop is 9 of 9 on field goal attempts with a long of 53. Remember, I talked about it yesterday. As a matter of fact, I think I put a short out. I'm interested to see what Tyler Loop does after having a bad kicking day 2 days ago. And remember, he's in competition with John Holman, however you say it, and they alternate being the main kicker each day. So after having a crappy day Monday, I was interested to see, do you wipe it off and come back and do your job? I'm interested to see how do you handle adversity. And in this case, it looks like Tyler Loop handled adversity perfect. Going 9 for 9 today with a long of 53. Salute to you, Tyler Loop, for bouncing back, shaking back, getting back, and coming back and knocking them field goals down. So, hey, Tyler Loop, hey, another notch in your belt, a step toward being the starter or being the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens. Don't lose this momentum. Do not lose this momentum. Don't lose it. See if I missed anybody that came. What up, Sebastian? El Hopo. Herb. What's up, Herb? All right, next one we got from Jonas. He says Ravens practice is close to done. Defense has the upper hand again, along with Zay injury. Like Rashad Bateman got most of the day off. A lot of other vets on offense getting limited load or vet days. Some good one-on-ones, but 4 false starts. Yikes. Yeah. See, now I was cool with the well, it may be a tribute to the Cadence though. I was finna say I was cool with the Cadence issues, but the false starts may be because of the Cadence. Cause if they just jumping on regular Cadence, that's different. But if they still trying to implement the new Cadence with them 2s and 3s, it's tough. It's tough. I'm gonna give them a week on the false starts. I'm gonna give them a week on the false starts. I'm gonna give them a week off on the false starts. I'm gonna give them a week on that. Cause they, them Cadence can be tricky, especially if you're trying to get to Aaron level type Cadence. All right, this is from Cordell. He says training camp updates. Loop 9 for 9. Offense has been dreadful so far in 11 on 11. He said Bo Braid can't stop tackling Keaton Mitchell, and he been saying Bo Braid hitting people all week. He really has been saying that all week. Next, let's see. Ravens training camp without Likely. So she got a minute and 40-minute video. That's Mark just running around, running routes on air with himself. Finally getting the ball. Get a little warm up. This is a minute of Mark or what? You know what? Let me talk to y'all for a second. Let me talk to y'all for one quick second. I wish people would stop saying this is a revenge tour for Mark. This Buffalo game. This is a regular season game. Is that thunder? Oh yeah, it's about to get out now too. This is a regular season game. It's a regular season game. Revenge me in the playoffs. We beat Buffalo in the playoffs. Then that's revenge. This is a regular season game. The first game at that. Revenge me in the playoffs. Don't revenge me in the regular season. Avenge me. I'm sorry. Avenge me in the playoffs. Avenge me in the playoffs. Don't. This game does matter. It does. I'm not saying it don't. But let me. I want. If you're gonna say I'm having a revenge game, it needs to be in January. This game in September 12th or whatever it is. This is a regular season game. First game of the year. We still getting the kinks out. Revenge for me is in February. January and February when the games matter the most. No. Mark can go out here and have 300 yards. And then we play the Bills in January. He had 3 yards. Then what? Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Sorry. Jonas.
Respect. It's a respect thing.
What up, Sam? Appreciate you for coming through, Sam. He dropped the 5 and just said, Coach. Appreciate you, Sam, for the donation. Thank you. Like they say, the best nation is donation. Appreciate you. Jonas says, Tavius Robinson, my guy. Tavius and Big Za. I love them 2 dudes. Flashed early in 11 on 11 drills. And Mike Green flashed late. Robinson ran through Roger Rosengarten en route to a sack and had a tip pass. Green's journey into Gumby. Wait a minute. Green turned into Gumby a couple of times, being in the corner. Like, oh, I guess that means he been so well. He threw me off with that. I had to think about the reference, because he being flexible. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jonas, you hit me with the wordplay, Jonas. You threw me off for a minute. I had to shake back. Okay. But then he finishes with not Jair Alexander's best day, but the secondary is sharp again. Jonas threw me off there for a minute with the wordplay. From Morgan, she says, Raven notes from camp practice today. Still underway. Offense not the sharpest. Loops. Oh, you like she took that from somebody. That's almost the same as somebody else. Running back Mitchell could take swings if he wanted. Bo Braid has tackled him more than once. And I'm assuming they're supposed to be tackled. That's what I'm assuming they're supposed to be tackled. That's what I'm assuming. She got another note says, Ravens offensive lineman Gerard Lickenhun. I hope I said that right. Lickenhun. I want a beer now after saying that. Lickenhun. Rookie from Oregon, 6'8", 330, and hard to move. Man. Not offensive. Outside linebacker Mike Green wins and gets after the QB, but mostly versus 2s and 3s. Awuzie still running with the 1s. Alexander the 2s. When 3 cornerbacks on the field. Wiggins outside, Humphries in the slot. And D-Hop versus Wiggins is fun to watch. Like I said yesterday, Mitchell fight back. Definitely fight back. Definitely. What up, P. Brown? What's good, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good? What's good? What's good? What up, Matt? Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man, for coming through. Much love, much love, much love. Let's see. Jeff has one. He says, Ravens are having a live tackling period late in practice with young players on the field. It's been a slog for offense, but rookie LeJounte Wester has been a bright spot. This is the first time we've seen or heard something positive about LeJounte. And I've been here for it because I expect LeJounte to fight for wide receiver 6. It hadn't been good so far, but you got a long time to get better. I guess you got the acclimation period to the NFL, but now you need to start ramping it up and you need to start stacking days, LeJounte. This can be your first day of getting better, but you need to stack days. And this is the first time I've heard any reporter mention anything good about LeJounte. Let's see, no stars when in. The Ravens hit some live ball. We got that. All right, so Jeff says the defense won the practice 63-36 in the Ravens practice scoring system, and it didn't feel that close. TJ Tampa had an end zone INT. I think we got video of that, and a really nice practice overall. That's good to hear something positive about TJ Tampa too, because he was a guy that we was expecting to be in that cornerback rotation that we hadn't heard a lot about throughout these first couple weeks of camp as well. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, dog. I'm glad you're feeling better. Glad you're feeling better. I appreciate you feeling better and coming through and spending a little time with us. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, another note from Jonas says Ravens practice just wrapped for the first time. We got live tackling. No big hits among the reserves, but Teddy Buchanan did bring down Keaton. Man, Keaton just stay getting hit by everybody. Jeez. We're going to have to put a red jersey on Keaton. My goodness. And UDFA tight end Sam Pitts ended the day with a 45-yard touchdown from Devin Leary. No one covered him. Oh, well, you better go if don't nobody cover you. That's a bunny, as we call it.
Respect.
That's a bunny.
It's a respect thing.
I see a Big O guy. Big O just dropped a 10. Appreciate you, Big O. He said, I know folks are saying we shouldn't be concerned about Jair Alexander's knee, but having fluid drained after a few days of practice is not nothing. What do you think? Or don't you think? Well, I think Jair right now is the fourth cornerback. And I also think that he won't be required to play long as everybody's healthy. He won't be required to play a lot of snaps. And then once the season starts, we all know that they don't practice a lot. So it won't be a lot of wear and tear on that knee. So I think the most wear and tear he'll get on that knee is now doing camp. And if he can get through camp, I think he'll be good, other than maybe taking like a shot on that knee or landing awkward or something, contesting a pass during the game. So I think during any game, I think if he can get through camp, and get through the dog days of August, which haven't even started yet, they start Friday. If he can get through the dog days of August, I think he'll be good. Because you got Wiggins, you got Marlon, you got Awuzie, you got TJ Tampa, and then you got Jair Alexander. So he just got to get through the dog days of August healthy. I think he'll be good. I do. I think he's the fourth. I think Jair's the fourth corner. I really do. Thank you for the 10, Big O. I appreciate it. I hope that answers your question satisfactory. Let's keep going. Jonas says TJ Tampa's had a solid camp, but he's leveled up the past 2 days. Nice one-on-one wins versus camp star Devontae Walker each day. And today he's added a red zone pick. Cooper Rush threw the ball right to him. Not sure of the target. I ain't heard too much good about Cooper Rush. That's the big thing. I ain't heard too much out of Cooper Rush. The preseason game is going to tell me a lot about Cooper Rush. That's what's going to tell me a lot. And I'm going to tell you, in the preseason games, you know what the other team's going to do? Put 700 people in a box and dare Cooper Rush and Devin Leary to throw it over us. Whoever the running backs are, Keaton Mitchell and whoever else in the game when we play our preseason game, they're gonna have 900 people in the box. 900, and they're gonna dare Cooper Rush and Devin Leary to throw the ball over their head. So that means whoever the running backs is, named Keaton Mitchell and whoever else, they're gonna be running into stacked boxes. Stacked boxes. Nikhil says the Ravens just wrapped up practice. Not a very good day for the offense. Awuzie made a number of plays, and the defense as a whole got a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So now we're kind of getting into the Harbaugh and the press conference stuff. Jeff says it's confirmed 6 to 8 week timeline for Isaiah Likely's return. So 6 to 8 weeks. 6 weeks from now. I got my calendar. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 weeks is first game. 8 weeks is third game, if I'm not mistaken. See you week 3 likely. See you week 3 likely. See you week 3 likely. I'm just leave it at that. See you week 3. John said that Zay Flowers and some other guys we haven't seen recently are dealing with camp-type injuries. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. John Harbaugh said that Malachi Starks had been playing some nickel. Well, we know he can do that. Malachi can play nickel and corner. We saw that at Georgia, so we know he got that in him. John talked about Bo Braid. Let's see what he had to say.
Really well. I saw him. He's the first guy in the weight room in the morning. Saw him in there this morning, and he was lamenting the plays that he didn't make. So you appreciate that mindset. But very determined, very serious, doing a good job. Really good. I think Bo is flying around.
So if he saw Bo Braid that morning, that means Bo Braid been in there with the Breakfast Club. That's what that means. Bo Braid in there lifting with the Breakfast Club. That 6 o'clock workout. Because the Breakfast Club say Harbs is the first one in there at 5 something. Then they start they lift at 6. If not 4, right, Sam? They say Harbs is the first one in that lift, and then they come in as Harbs is finishing. So, yeah, that's a good thing. You know, Bo trying to get in there with those other guys. Cordell says John Harbaugh said that Jalen Armour-Davis IR isn't dealing with anything serious after getting an MRI. Okay, that's fine. You know, he's the starting. Jalen Armour-Davis is the starting injury table guy. Like nobody can take that position from him. He's the starting injury table guy. He's the starting training room guy. He's the number 1 corner on that depth chart. You look at the depth chart for training room, Jalen Armour-Davis. That's his job. That's his position. Nobody can take that from him. All right. John talked about Awuzie. Let's see what he had to say.
Boy, he's really stepping up the last day or two. You know, I think he's really starting to feel healthy, and boy, he knows how to play. You know, he's smart. Still learning the ins and outs of the defense, but he's a real quick learner. When you talk to him about it, he picks it up really fast. So very excited about him.
Yeah, I think Awuzie can be an X factor because Awuzie, when healthy and a little bit younger, was a really solid player. And I think between him and Jair, you don't have to put a ton of reps on them, and they can play off of each other and be solid for us. And then down the stretch, you can say, hey, which one of these two guys are better, and that be your third corner. If not TJ Tampa, because you got 3 guys that can play that third corner and go from there. And then once you go dime, who goes to the middle and be your dime? Because remember when we played dime last year, they slid Brandon Stevens in there. So who goes in the other inside corner with Marlon when we go dime? We'll see. The other dime could be Malachi, and you throw another safety in there. We never know. Nikhil with a note says Tavius Robinson had another excellent day. He had a bat down and a sack early in practice. The third-year outside linebacker had another tip later on and was very active against the run. Adisa Isaac, a name we hadn't heard a lot of, had a strong practice as well, including a nasty spin move during a pass rush drill. I wonder who that spin move was on. Another one, he says, Ravens defense found success with several blitzes today. John Harbaugh said after practice that the offense knows the blitz packages are coming each day. And that's like, for those that don't know, the offense knows what the defense is running, and the defense knows what the offense is running because you want to work on different things. Like the offense, like the defense will give the offense, hey, we running X, Y, Z, and the offense will say, okay, we want to work on blitz pickup, and they'll put in like whatever, and vice versa. And the offense will be like, hey, we working on 4 verts today. And the defense will be like, okay, let's work on our cover 3 and how we going to work on splitting the 4. You know, it's a collaborative thing. So at this point in camp, you know what you're running. Now, throughout all my little stops in high school, that's how we've done it with the exception of one place. One place I work at, the defense coordinator don't tell you nothing. He just go out there and run plays. And so you don't get a chance to work on your offense. You basically compete in practice, and in my opinion, you don't get shit done. Well, stuff done, I'm sorry. Because you basically got to play a game every day in practice because you don't get to work on your stuff. But I digress. All right. TJ Tampa had an end zone. We got that one. Bo Brace seems to have embraced getting a pass on. We talked about that one. Ravens got through their starter. We got that one too. Got that one. So here's the play for a D-Hop. And this one is versus Jair Alexander. So every day we basically get a D-Hop play. Basically every day. And it really looked the same almost every day. He ain't never really open, but he open. Don't have a lot of separation, but he open. The ball come, the defender is not in position to make a play, but he open. But they always right there. So even when he ain't open, he open. It looks to be true. Even when he ain't open, he open. Not today, Antonio. Not today. One day next week. Probably right before the preseason game. Probably right before the preseason game. We got another one from TJ Tampa. I'm gonna go on a limb and say this ball was intended for TJ Tampa. There ain't no purple jersey around. Unless LeJounte stopped on a route. Or Cooper Rush was that far off. LeJounte had to stop on a route. Had to. Well, and even if he didn't stop on a route, that's too high for LeJounte. Ooh, nice pivot on the comeback, TJ Tampa. I see you. Break down on that comeback route. I see you. Even after the push off. Look at Ted's giving a little push off. Now let me see if we can full screen this a little bit. Hold on. Let me see if we can full screen this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. This is a little full screen action. Watch Tez with the little push off, right? Oh, no, he didn't push him off. I thought he did. Let's see. Yeah, he did push him off right there. Pushed him off right there. Stick your foot in the ground. Get back. There you go, TJ Tampa. I see you. I see you, kid. I see you. With the little PBU. Nothing wrong with that. Making a few plays. Making a few plays. Nothing wrong with it. After your red shirt year, let's keep rolling. Tez is low-key shifty. He is. I've been noticing that in the little ladder drills and the rope drills they've been doing before practice. Bo Smoker came with a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that's already been talked about. He just posted it late. And so let's finish this up with Cordell's practice recap like we do every day.
Cordell Woodland with another Ravens training camp update. Today was the hottest day of camp. And I know I've said that a couple of times. Today is the hottest day of camp for sure. The sun was out, not many clouds, no running today. We were in that heat. So yeah, I was out here baking today, as you can see, but the grind doesn't stop. Let's get right into it. Tyler Loop, 9 for 9 today, 53 yards was his longest. You'll take that consistency, 9 for 9. That's nothing to be disappointed about or anything like that. And Loop, he continues to stack days, and it's clear he has the leg. He has the leg. 53 yards. He's had, I think the other day he had a 52-yarder that we wrote down. He had a 58-yarder last week. So, you know, he definitely has been winning that battle when it comes to these long distance kicks. Just important for him to keep stacking days. But I've said it before, for Loop to not be the team's kicker, he would have to be downright terrible, or Hoyland would have to be undeniably good. I just don't think either of those are going to happen. Teddy Buchanan, he flashed to me a couple of times today. He had a really good run stuff on Justice Hill. He also had a nice pass breakup and 7-on-7. So Teddy Buchanan, first day that I can honestly say he consistently flashed to me, which is a good sign for him. If you've heard me talk about Robert Longerbeam, haven't really been impressed with him for the most part at camp, but today, I thought he had a pretty good day, and that's not to say he didn't have reps that I think he wants back. He did, but he was also, I've been talking a lot about confidence with Longerbeam, and today he looked like a guy that understood what he was asked to do. He trusted his instincts, he trusted his fundamentals, and he's reacting well. He's reacting on time to these receivers' routes. So I was impressed with Longerbeam today. They did go live, and they allowed the threes to go live against each other, full live, and Longerbeam was out there for that. He didn't have a great rep on a pass to Wester, LaJohntay Wester on the outside, just trying to tackle too high. He's going up, trying to grab him by the shoulder pass. Wester's already a small guy anyway. Wester ends up getting like 3 to 4 more yards because Longerbeam just didn't complete the tackle. So that's something he's got to work on. But all in all, I thought it was a better day for Longerbeam, probably his best day of camp. Chidobe Awuzie and Bo Braid, very busy today. Starting with Awuzie, he had a really nice pass breakup. He also had a play that should have been an interception. Lamar threw it right through his hands, and he ended up dropping it. Not a sharp day for the offense, and Awuzie was a big part of that. He was all over the field, very busy today. He's honestly had a really strong camp when he's been on the field for the Ravens. Bo Braid, I've been talking a lot about Bo Braid. He has been very active with the pads, very active. I talked about him hitting Keaton Mitchell yesterday, still blowing Keaton up. I mean, he legit came through the hole on one of these runs from Keaton on the inside, and he just lowered his shoulder. It wasn't a late hit or anything, just laid the boom to Keaton. Just laid the boom to him, and Keaton has been a good sport about it all. He's gotten up. Keaton actually had a nice touchdown run in the red zone today too. So, I think he's embracing this right now, but Bo Braid has been on a roll as of late, and I asked John Harbaugh about him, and John seemed like he's been impressed with Bo as well. TJ Tampa had an interception today. Tampa's also stacking practices as well. Hasn't flashed a whole lot, but I don't necessarily see Tampa doing much wrong out there either. And these receivers are tough to cover, so he's had his hands full, but TJ Tampa did have a good day today. Some of the veterans were given breaks today. So Ronnie Stanley didn't practice a lot, which gave a big opportunity to Noteboom. And Noteboom, I watched him a couple of reps. Mixed bag. I mean, it's no reps to really write home about. He did have one rep in particular in my mind where he stood up Peebles. He stood up Fub, as you guys like to call him. But yeah, it was just good to see Noteboom get some action today, especially with the starting O-line. Like I said, the live period did go for the threes today. It was, no big hits necessarily, but it was good to see, A, nobody get hurt, and B, see some real action, seeing these guys tackle, seeing them being able to complete the play. I think that was important, and John he talked about, he said it was an option today, and they ended up going with it. The offense wasn't great today, and I think in large part, they were just lacking energy. Just not a sharp day from the offense at all. They were better in 7-on-7s and in the red zone, but in terms of the practice as a whole, defense definitely won a day, and John Harbaugh kind of mentioned that at his presser. LaJohntay Wester, I mentioned him earlier, he was busy. He had a better day today, probably his best day on the offensive side of the ball, caught the passes that were thrown at him. That's all you can ask for. On a day like today where guys like Bateman didn't really practice and Zay wasn't out there, it allowed some of these younger guys to get some reps. So it was good to see LaJohntay actually catch the ball today. But yeah, that'll do it for me out here at Owens Mills. 3 days straight with pads today. I was kind of shocked to see that, and they ended up going live with the threes today. So that'll put a cap on that. John already told us they'll be in shells tomorrow, so I would expect tomorrow to kind of be a little more of a kind of a low maintenance day. They'll probably get some guys back over time. We did get some injury updates as well Armour Davis, nothing serious. Zay, nothing serious. The likely reports are already out there, and John basically confirmed that as well today. So that'll do it for me out here at the Castle in Owens Mills. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I honestly, Pimp, I had forgot about Tyler. I forgot about Tyler. Really, I really had forgot about Tyler. I really did. Hadn't heard not one thing about him, good or bad. Good or bad. I had really forgot about Tyler. Honestly, I did. I did. Good or bad, I had forgot about Tyler. I hadn't heard anything good or bad about Tyler Wallace. So he had slipped my mind. He really did. Hey, so all right, this is what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, the plan is for me to finish the countdown, teams 2 and 1, but I go back to work tomorrow, so I don't know what time they're gonna let us go. But that's the plan, and then we'll have our recap, at our normal-ish time, 7. So just be on the lookout. Make sure your notifications on. Subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't done so. And we'll be back tomorrow. Just make sure all your stuff is on. Make sure your notification bell is on. Make sure your phone ain't on silent. Make sure all that stuff is up and working, because we'll be back here tomorrow to recap whatever go. And tomorrow probably be a quick day, because like you said, they'll be in shells, so it'll probably be a walkthrough. But I'm going to enjoy my last day off before I hit it tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming through. Having fun like this means the world. I love doing these lives. I love cracking jokes. I love laughing at you guys' jokes, because I just like to laugh. All this drama and other bull. Oh, speaking of laughing, I tweeted this earlier. I don't necessarily do the messy stuff, but Cam Newton had me dying laughing talking about Gilly the Kid. When he told Gilly the Kid, "You can't beat me at nothing," I felt that from the bottom of my soul. Because that's some stuff I tell somebody. I'd be like, "You can't beat me at basketball, football, checkers, chess," and the petty younger me would also at the end I'd be like, I'd add fighting on it at the end. Just to be a little messy. So but and like I say, I stay out of that stuff because I just don't like mess. But that was funny when he said, "You can't beat me at nothing." I felt that with everything I love, because that was me. That was younger me. And I felt that, and I just had to share that because he fried that man, like destroyed. And on that note, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, and y'all see y'all tomorrow. Everybody that donated, everybody that subscribed, the new subscribers, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Tell somebody you love them. Peace and love. Nine minutes for Wired.